What's going on, y'all?
Hey, family.
Hey,
Go ahead.
how y'all doing, man? We back with the official video.
Our first official video. We're going to be talking about God leading us to Atlanta. We've been here a year. It's been time for us to talk about it, but there's no better time than the present, so we're just going to get into it. And we pray that you guys
enjoy our video and it can help somebody else that's trying to follow God on their journey, you know? So I'll let her go first.
Oops, my baby, yeah. It started off last January. We came for our anniversary. Our anniversary is January 1st.
2019.
Yeah, 2019. So we've been married for
almost 8 years.
Yeah, almost 8 years. We came in for our anniversary, and we said that we were going to fast. We told God we were going to fast so that He can confirm where we were to live next. We previously came from Kentucky, and then we moved back home for a little bit.
For 9 months.
Yeah, for 9 months. And so when we came for our anniversary, we told God we were going to fast to see where He wanted us to go. And we made a trip out of it in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, so we're going to start by saying, so basically what happened was she was on a fast and I joined her because I'm like, I'm trying to get my relationship fully thorough with God. And when we were leaving Kentucky, it was more so like, God, where you want us to go? Where you want us to go? We went back home for 9 months. A lot of stuff changed in 9 months. I mean, I went from crazy high credit score to low, but there's, like I tell people, there's nothing God can't do. I mean, the same God that got me up there to almost 800 be the same God that'll do it again. But nevertheless to say, all right, so what happened was we fast together. And when we fast, we needed to know where God fully wanted us to go. Like she said, I'm just reiterating kind of thing. And I had a dream twice. One dream was I was at the hospital, which I have a baby now that was born in Atlanta. But in this dream, I was at the hospital. I don't know why. And a plane was flying over and it crashed. And I looked up and the sign said, "Welcome to Atlanta." So my wife prayed like, "Hey, God, we're still waiting for answers. If Atlanta is the place you want us to go, I need to know by X amount of days." And
I said January 15.
2025.
Yeah, I said January 15. I said, Lord, if you want us to move to Atlanta, you will confirm through Elsaid by January 15 of 2025.
And that's what happened.
And that's when he got the dreams that we were going to be moving to Atlanta. But when we got the dreams, when we got the confirmation, we didn't
expect it to be like this.
We didn't expect it to be like this, but also we didn't move completely after we got the dream, which is maybe what we should have done.
Yeah.
But we definitely procrastinated a little bit.
Mainly me. I'll say I spent, 9 months at my mama's house. So, when God tell you to do something, and like me owning a business, when he told me to move to Kentucky, that was like one of the hardest things I did in my life because I already just quit my job. I had 1 kid, going on 2 kids, sorry. Mm-hmm. And God was like, start your business. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start my business. But when you start your business, most people have a game plan. My game plan was just Jesus. I kind of just jumped out there. Not saying that that's something you should do. I mean, but I'm saying you still, if you jump in the field, whatever you're doing, and include Jesus in it. I kind of just jumped out there. It was like, hey, God, it's something you put in my heart for me to do. I knew since I was a kid, this is my gift. This is what I was going to do. So you just lead me along the way when I do this kind of thing.
Yeah. And my game plan was following you. Following God, but then following the God in you. Because, He made you my husband, so
for sure.
You being the head of the house, I'm like, okay, well, this is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna do. And we just gonna follow God and trust Him, and it's just all gonna work out. Because why wouldn't it if He gave you the plan?
That's true. So I'll say this. I'm not gonna make this video too long, so we're gonna kind of give y'all some news because we want to give y'all more information every video and drop multiple videos. Expect videos from us now like 2-3 days a week now. But I'll say this: when I first started God's Touch, my original name for my business when I was a kid was gonna be I Put My Foot in It. But like I told you, I include God in everything now, so I changed it to the name God's Touch. So when I started it, like I said, I didn't have no game plan. She's kind of following me, but she don't realize like God put her in my life to give me that push. Cause in reality, I knew what I was supposed to do, but you know how you get comfortable with the 9-to-5 situation, which is nothing wrong with a 9-to-5, but my faith wasn't. I got comfortable, and my faith wasn't where it was supposed to be. You know, in God, it was more so like my faith was in money. Like this a 9-to-5, this a job. I'm used to always having what I want when I want, depending on the job to send me a check every 2 weeks.
The money is stable.
Yeah, the money is stable. So we'll say like, all right. So I'll just give y'all a quick little summary. So the first year looked like in business. I was in business 3 months, and God said, "Pack your bags up and leave." And I'm like, "Oh man, when we moving?"
That was one state. That was Illinois, yeah.
Yeah, we started in Illinois, and God said, "Go south." And when he told her to go south first. When she told me that, I'm like, "Man, you tripping? I don't know nobody out there. I just started my business." That's far. I'm thinking like, all right, we gonna move closer to home, be comfortable. But I guess when God tell you to do something, it's not about being comfortable. Like even with this YouTube journey, starting this, I'm not more so comfortable. This is something that God has me doing, so it's making me comfortable. It's like when you do it with Him, which I procrastinated about doing this. This is why videos are taking so long. When you do it with Him and His time, and He'll make you comfortable. It'll become easier with Him. So like, you never gonna be comfortable in this stage of how should I say, trusting and believing God, because He gonna tell you to do some crazy stuff. Like me being here is crazy. So like I said, we moved to Kentucky, just started business. Both of us not working. She's selling her body butters. She's starting up her business. I'm selling plates out the house kind of thing. This time he told me to move. I was in Illinois. I say I was making roughly $150 a day selling food. But I was working like out the house maybe 10 hours. So during this time, yeah, it was pretty rough because I was doing deliveries too. So when God told me to leave, it was more so like, all right, I'm only making $150 a day. And when you follow God, there's the beauty about following God. Like I went there blindly, and the way He showed me was I looked on a map, because we were looking everywhere in the South. We looked in Georgia, we looked in Texas, we looked in Kentucky, we looked where else? We looked in North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama. We looked everywhere. Nashville, Tennessee. And when I typed on the map Lexington, Kentucky, I just typed in KY, not even Lexington. My name came up in big bold letters. It said Elsit. Well, I found out that was a restaurant. And that was God showing me right then and there, hey, this is where you need to be. This is where I'm sending you for this moment. Now, I'm going to let her tell her story of the dream she had, which let us know we weren't going to be there long.
Oh, okay. So when we got the confirmation that we were going to be moving to Kentucky, God gave me a dream of a house, but it was a house that was being built. So it was only like just the wood, just the foundation of the house. And the interpretation of the dream was, we weren't going to be there long.
You just built it.
Yeah, that was basically the starting point, of the business, starting point of the ministry that He wants us to do. And so, yeah.
All right. And then, all right, so like I said, when I got there, neither one of us had no jobs. So the first 2 months was hard. I'm going to be honest. Not having a job, being used to
using all our money to move there.
Yeah, we moved there basically faith. With Jesus, $700. I had $700. That was the price of the moving truck. And we went there. I had to take a job at Taco Bell. I worked there for like 5 days just to get some income verification.
I had a job.
You had a job working at a daycare.
Yeah, at a daycare.
That lasted a couple of months. I ended up quitting though, and I went over to Chuck E. Cheese for about like 2 weeks. And I quit that, got another job as a chef for University of Kentucky. Didn't even show up for my first day. Funny story. So I went to a church, and the pastor message was, people are doing stuff out of fear when God told you to do certain stuff out of faith. And I took that message to say, you know what? hey, I'm not going to work on my first day. I'm gonna go through the mall and I'm gonna walk and find some people to try my food, and them gonna be my first customers. But I gave it to them for free because I'm like, this is gonna get my name out there. I don't know nobody. And shout out to my boys, I'll never forget you, and my boy Benny. Anyway, these two young men that God had me present these plates to, love the food. They actually helped me get thousands of followers, like fast. Like I was the talk of the town, the ball was rolling. And like we said, it was the foundation. So after 13 months being there, God said, all right, it's time to go. Now, one thing I will say is I knew it was time to go because every time it's time for me to move and go somewhere else, my business does slow down kind of thing. And it's like, I think more so when God told me to go there, and now, I'm being transparent. When he first told me, I kind of just went with the flow. It's business. I'm just excited. But at the same time, I'm scared. I'm moving out of fear too. But I'm also moving out of faith. It's like a mix. I was on the fence. But the move to Kentucky actually brought me closer to God because during that time, I'm 5.5 hours away. I got no friends, no family. All I got is God and my wife and my kids. And during that time, it was more so like, all right, I'm selling plates. So when it died down, it was like, what's next, God? And I'll say this, I rushed home. I didn't ask God, should I sit and let you work it out? Because I know it's time for me to go into business, start to slow down. Like my last 2 months, I went from making 10,000 in a week here and there, or it was like anywhere between 10K to in a week to 10K in a month. Then it went to 2,000-3,000 to where it was like I'm barely scratching the surface. I'm just making enough to get by for the last 2-3 months of my lease. Mm-hmm. So I knew it was time to go, but I was still hot. I moved back home, not trying to figure out, trying to do things my way because it was comfortable. I'm like, let me go back home for 9 months. You know what I'm saying?
No, we didn't know we were going to be there 9 months.
Yeah, we didn't know we was going to be there 9 months. I'll say that, but I went back home. I sat there, procrastinated 9 months.
Went back and forth to Kentucky to sell food.
Went back and forth. The last time I went to Kentucky, I made $1,000. So I still was looking at the fact the money's still good here, and this is where God wanted me to be until the next time I was supposed to return was around Christmas, and God said, "Don't go." And I'm like, "Come on, God, my car no late. I got kids. I got a wife. What you mean, don't go?" I had crazy pre-orders, and he said, "Don't go." So I stayed. I didn't go, and instead of
that's when we got the confirmation that we weren't going to return
back to Lexington. Yeah. So that was around Christmas time. I was supposed to go out there. I want to say the 27th, so 2 days after Christmas. Instead, we chose to go to Atlanta on January
30th.
No,
31st?
December 30th.
December.
We went December 30th, and we stayed to I want to say January 5th. I believe. So that's when we did the fast and the praying, and that's how we got confirmation it was here. Mm-hmm. And on this journey so far, we've been here, like we said, a year. We've been in and out of hotels.
Many things we can talk about,
which I'll continue on the next video because I don't want to be too long. But just to give you a summary, we've been in and out of hotels the last year.
Yeah.
Still no place to live. God sent us here. Everything seems shaky. It's like the devil trying to get me to go back. I thought about giving up, quitting. That was my first week though, because just doing DoorDash and Uber, it's meeting the need. God's meeting the need with DoorDash and Uber.
But at the same time, it's like we're
scratching the surface,
getting by.
Literally just getting by. It's basically and I'm barely getting by.
Yeah.
And then up until last week, when I just lost my car recently. It was out for repo anyway, but God protected it. He gave me dreams and everything. So I'm not going to get too much into detail on that. Besides, my transmission blew. I was never repoed, thank God. But we knew it was coming. He gave us my wife a dream 3 months ago, and she told me
that our car was going
to break down. So now we are today. We're no longer in hotels for right now.
Yeah.
Currently at my friend's house. That's why we sitting outside on a bench recording videos.
God opens the
to
door.
God opens the door. Still no job. Still got a business though. No more DoorDash and Uber right now. Just relying on God for folks to send folks to be ravens so far. Got a couple people that helped out because they know I'm here on my journey. And that don't mean I can't go get a job.
Yeah, but I feel like in everything we have to be led by God.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I mean, obviously we have no income coming in, but whether we do or not, we believe that God's still going to, provide for us because He's still been providing for us.
Yeah,
whether it's, through a friend or a family member or, whoever's led to give, He puts on their heart to give. So we're grateful for that.
We're grateful for that. And if you want to help us on this journey to, get back on our feet, us and our 4 beautiful kids, we're going to leave our Cash Apps and Zelle in the bio description. I'm saying bio like Instagram or Facebook. But we're going to drop this video and we're going to be back next week, y'all. I'll go more next week into details about the car situation, the hotels, what it's been like on our journey.
Some of the testimonies that we have, being out here, meeting new people. It's so many people. Like, I feel like this experience has just really opened my eyes as to how many people are really just on their faith journey as well, doing the same thing that we're doing.
Mm-hmm. We've met about 2 couples.
We met a good amount of people.
Couples here.
Like, everybody is out here going through something.
Yeah. We're all, like, right now, which I want to say for the video, but I'll give you a summary. The people we met, they're all living in hotels. They're all sent here by God.
Yeah.
We're all
through the same,
we're all
same
business
thing.
owners. We're all going through the same thing. But that's the thing. When God tell you to go somewhere, you still going to go no matter what it looks like. I met a lady who's sleeping in a storage unit. So, like I said, God has...
and she's still doing what God told her to do, regardless of, her circumstances.
Yeah, she might live in a storage unit for a couple of days, go sleep in a hotel lobby, one of the hotels we were at, and she's still doing what God telling her to do, no matter what it looks like. So I'm just grateful to say that, hey, I got a place to lay my head.
Even though we're not 100% comfortable, where we are and what we're doing,
we still know that we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Because God sent us here, so.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. We'll be back.
Yes, we will.
Thank you for watching the Zelle Converse.